I'd like to start with the first question that I have for you, which is in spite of things opening up now, why are we still sticking to an online mode of teaching?
Yeah, that is that one question that everyone's asking, and we are getting requests for hybrid model. Honestly, I just feel that there is no hurry to get into hybrid teaching, and I'll tell you why. When the lockdown first happened, we suddenly had to like shift everything online, and you did like a beautiful job in kickstarting that, and you've continued to teach for 2 years and built this beautiful online community where we have students not just from India but from all over the world. And I really honor that some of the students have been, they know everything there is to know about belly dance through these online classes, and they've stuck with you in your classes through those 2 years. They have made me believe, and you have made me believe that online teaching is possible, online learning is possible, and I was skeptical about it. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm saying that offline classes are don't have any value anymore or they're not going to ever happen, but I just feel that the energy that we've put into creating formats for online learning and creating this community through online classes, we just can't uproot it and suddenly go into hybrid mode. And just because the world is demanding it, like frankly I feel like everything is moving at a pace where, like as soon as the plane lands, just as soon as it touches the wheels touch the ground, people just get up and start opening their luggage bags. I feel like that, like it's true in my personal experience. Like you started doing a university course and you would like to finish it before moving back here to Bangalore. I just feel that when we are teaching this beautiful, intimate course, it kind of our energies may be like used up in adjusting to hybrid. You know that when people have a choice of hybrid classes, you don't know how many people will come to the studio that day because they may just choose to attend the class online, and so that becomes an economic pressure, at least now. Like to like things are just opening up, the studio rates are expensive, and then there are commuting charges included, especially in a city like Bangalore. And I feel that we don't need to pressure the students with that extra money, especially when we've been able to keep belly dance learning affordable. So again, it's not like hybrid is out of question altogether, but once we have our participants enrolled, once we know where people are from, we can consider it. But I just feel that it's just too much to right now commit. Yeah, these are my reasons. So I feel online like works for now. Okay, yeah, so it's me. I'm asking the next one. Yeah, speaking of online, offline, um, we had started this course offline. I was teaching this course offline in 2020, and we finished the first module, and it was during the break that the first lockdown was announced. I want to know what your experience was like. It's been more than 2 years now, but what was the offline experience for you like?
So yeah, our classes were in January 2020, but ours was a much longer session and a longer
Mm.
module as well. And I remember the course was so helpful, and there were beginners in the batch, there were advanced dancers in the batch, and I think everyone was just picking up so nicely from whatever they knew in that course. And so I feel that was really helpful for me because I just started teaching also at the same time.
Mm.
And it was March first week when we were given a break after the first module, and you had given us work with the workbook and the online videos, and we
Yeah,
were all
you
super
had
excited about
homework.
it. Yes. And we were excited about it, that yes, we will do it. And then that's when the first lockdown also happened, and that workbook was a blessing because you wake up every morning and you just don't know what to do. The cleaning of the house is done now, you have seen all the albums, now what do you do next? So that workbook was like that go-to option every morning, that okay, I have to sit with it, I have to make my routine, I have to plan my practice accordingly. And there were days when you were just not motivated enough to do anything. And that's when the WhatsApp group used to come in really handy, because everyone was sending in their work. Everyone used to check in with you. Okay, we have done this, we have done that. So I think that was really that push point for us. Okay, that everyone is doing it now, even I have to. Plus, the practice in that workbook, they were so vast. Like, we feel that, okay, dance is just going to the class, watching the teacher do it, and then just dance along. But with that course, I learned how to read and practice, look at videos and practice, and then even draw my practice. So it was very, very different. You can't really think about how much you can practice and how differently you can practice. So I think that was really, really amazing for me.
I have a leading question. Offline experience is like offline experience for sure. It cannot be replaced. And I just spoke to it earlier also that you made a beautiful transition online. You had just started teaching in 2020, and then 1 or 2 months into it, you had to move your classes online. And I want to know more about that experience, and also because like you are responsible for the community, for keeping Martiya BellyDance community going, through those tough times, through the last 2 years. So I want to know more about your teaching experience online.
So the teaching experience, actually, it was 2019 December when I had finished the teaching course module with you, and I was ready to finally start teaching belly dance, and I was so excited. I think Feb 2020 was the first batch that I took in Bangalore, and it was going great. And then by the time we reached the second month of teaching, the lockdown happened, and that was the same time I was doing this course with you. But I think with online, it was basically, I used to ask you, what should I teach next? You were guiding me, I used to teach it further. But when I came here, and that workbook was, I think, so helpful for me, because I wasn't dependent on anyone anymore. But whatever I had learned from you, I could so beautifully make something of my own using that book. And while I was doing that workbook in March, and then I remember I'd asked you that, should we try it online? Like, I just started teaching. There is so much in me that I want to teach further, but we don't know where we are going with the lockdown. So I think we were the first ones to start with online classes at the time. 21st April was the first batch that we started. And through this workbook, I was I made my own playlist, which I'd never done before. And I made my own warm-up routine, how to go forward with it. Obviously, you were always there to help me and guide me and give me corrections wherever needed. But that basic structure, which I could just say, I made this. Okay, this is my practice. This is how I do it. I feel it was really effective on me, so it might help somebody else as well. So I think the course really helped me in not only my personal practice and becoming a better dancer, but in the end, even how to teach it further or how to pass it on to others.
Thank you for saying all this, because it's so nice to hear for me, since you are a great example of how this course can be used, like to become that self-sufficient, a dancer who doesn't doubt herself, like who knows that she's enough in herself with whatever she has. So yeah, thank you for sharing that.
Now I would like to ask you the next question, which is, what would you like to tell our students about the course? Why this course, and what are the modules about?
Yes, so I call this course Her Journey, because the experience of the dance in a woman's body is very, very crucial to this course. And belly dance has always been a woman's dance, and it will be a woman's dance. But that does not mean that people across the gender spectrum did not dance it. They did, and they have also influenced it. But it was for the purpose of those feminine feminine qualities, the qualities that are attributed to the female body and the experience of the female body in this world. The course is offered in 3 modules, the themes of which are inspired by a version of the triple goddesses archetype: maiden, mother, queen. These archetypes symbolize the stages in a female life cycle and also the phases of the moon and hence the menstrual cycle. There is also a fourth stage, the crone, but I think it's too early to address that now. Hopefully, we can do that module sometime in 2023, and I'll speak to it at that time. I really truly believe from my experience that using these archetypes can help us, the students, the participants, really channel their thoughts and their desires to make the experience of the dance personal and unique to them. This layer on top of the regular dance practice is what makes this course different from our usual beginners or intermediate belly dance classes. What can also add to the richness of this personal experience is the knowledge of the culture from where the dance comes from, the history of the dance form, the people associated with the dance. I think it goes hand in hand, like with the personal experience. So there is this inner experience, and then there is this outer experience of what or outer knowledge of where the moves come from. When these moves were created, what kind of place were these creators and those dancers were in, and when we interpret those moves in our own way, what is happening like in that interaction. So at a certain level, of course, we are doing this physical practice, but at a certain level, with the physical practice, we are exploring this aspect, and like I feel that makes for a rounded, fully rounded dance. And I have spoken in detail about each module in a different video, and I think I'll add it to the description below, and or anyone is like most welcome to like send me a message if they want to know more. Since this is a conversation, I'm gonna ask your help in this. Like, what are you excited about? Did I miss anything out? And maybe also share what are you excited about in this course as a facilitator and otherwise.
So I'm really excited about this Zills part, the finger symbols, and I think that is because when I initially started learning from you, which was I think 7-8 years ago, the first performance that I saw of yours was with the Zills, and since then that was that one thing that, oh my god, this is so nice, this is so exciting, like what is it? So I think since then that thing has been there in me that I want to learn this someday. And then last year I started learning that from you, and it's been really amazing to practice it, but I feel I haven't been practicing it enough. But now that I know that I have to teach it further, I'm sure I will get up and practice now. So I think that is one thing I am excited about, because I feel I'm going to gain a lot from it. As I teach, I will better my practice also along with it.
So as teachers, I feel this is beautiful that as teachers, it's not like, at least in Martiya, we are not coming from a place where we know everything and this is what we are teaching you. We are growing with our students. So it's an exchange. There's an exchange that is happening in class. We are challenging ourselves with, for the lack of a better word, new knowledge, and then we are exploring it in our way and sharing what is exciting to us about that new knowledge with our students, and that also really helps us grow. Thanks for reminding me that I'm excited about that as well. This course has everything that I know. I mean, of course, you can't teach everything that I know in these 3 months, but I just feel, me and you put together have 20 years of experience together, if we count. And whatever that we offer, I feel that it's like a juicy nugget, and the students can, that will, I'm sure that will inspire the students to explore further, and also it gives them the freedom to explore it in a way that calls them, because we will be touching upon the history of belly dance in this course for sure, and all the women who have been associated with influencing the dance form, and to, for it to become what it is today. I got distracted by the airplane. Sorry, like I can't help the noise pollution here in the city. Anyway, so coming back to, yeah, I feel that whatever that we can offer will be juicy, and it will inspire the students to independently explore what calls to them. And belly dance has that potential with its varied, deep history. And when I say deep history, it really goes back in time. And so, and it's not just about the lectures that are going to happen. We are also exploring the history through actual dancing. There's another one line, sorry. And then we will be doing a short class on folkloric dances. So we will be touching upon the different kinds of local dances that have influenced belly dance. And then an important part of the second module is Baladi, which I am very excited about. I love Baladi. It comes from the social dances. So there is this performance aspect to belly dance, and then there is social dancing aspect to belly dance. So right now Baladi is performed for an audience, but originally it is inspired by that setting where women danced for women, where women played music for women. And I'm getting goosebumps already thinking about it, that in the last 50-60 years, Baladi has developed into this form where the musician and the dancer create work together. So they and through experience of dancing and playing with each other, the creation happened. They don't really practice, and so you use these basic moves, like technical, you are aware of it, and then Baladi is about adding feeling to it, and no one can teach you add that feeling, but you can create an environment where you can explore that feeling. So yeah, this course is about creating that environment. So yeah, I am looking forward to that. I could actually go on and on speaking about the course, but yeah, somewhere we have to stop, and that is why I would love to have a personal chat with anyone who is interested to know more about the course. Yeah, so moving on, I think this is a very important question to be clear about. Who is this course for?
So this course is for anyone who has a basic knowledge about belly dance. It's not about how much you know, but how you can use whatever you know. So anybody who has learned belly dance for 2 to 3 months and has a basic knowledge or interest in the dance form to take it further, I think the course is really good for them. And also people who have been learning for a long time, even for you. So wherever everyone is at, the course is good for everyone.
Yeah.
Okay. Kavya, any closing thoughts?
Yeah, I think this is a good place to close. Well, I think we've said enough. I feel for now. There's another video where we are speaking more about the course, and I will add that to the description box. We are very open to any questions, and we are happy to answer them in a personal DM. Yeah, we'd love to have you in class. See you soon. Bye.